Jeff has set me a challenge. He has asked me to find something that I can trust to keep his phone afloat. So, I found 3 things that I can use as a boat. Let me show you them. First of all, we have this white porcelain Athena hotelware bowl. Next up, we have this paper boat crafted by Kay. And finally, we have this Lego boat that I made myself. Which one do you trust to keep Jeff's phone afloat? But we're going to do a test first with this stone. So which one do you think will keep the stone floating? So we've seen how these boats got on, but now it's crunch time. Which one do you trust to keep Jeff's phone afloat? Make your decision now. It was clear which boat I should use, wasn't it? I would have been unsure before I saw how well each boat floated with the stones, but as soon as I knew how well that boat floated, it was clear that I could trust it to hold Jeff's phone. In our true Bible story today, God's people are still on the edge of the promised land. You can imagine how worried and scared they might be as they wait to enter. The land is filled with the enemies of God. How could they know that He was powerful enough to keep them safe? Well, between God's people and the promised land, there was a massive river called the River Jordan. God called the priests to carry the Ark of the Covenant down to the river. When the priest's feet touched the water, the river stopped flowing and the water piled up a long way away. God's people could cross this massive river on dry land, just as they had done all those years ago when God parted the Red Sea. Once the Israelites had seen God's great power in stopping this flow of this mighty river, they knew that they could trust Him. If God can do a mighty thing like that, He can certainly keep them safe in the promised land. You see, God wants us to know that we can trust in His great power. And so He kindly shows us how powerful He is, so that we can know that we can trust Him. And He did this most of all 2,000 years ago, when He sent His Son to die for us. Because He did that, we can be certain that we can trust Him in all things.